Just so I know personally, in Chaplin, were you generally like together during Chaplin?
Or were you never been generally together?
Really?
No.
So even during Chaplin, you were on the edge.
Yeah, and there's nothing better than shooting scenes in Vevey, Switzerland, in old age prosthesis, while you are booming on mushrooms still from the night before.
Jesus.
Now, I would not recommend this to the uninitiated. But again, different time, different space, different me. As far as the coolest letter I ever got was, I won't say where I was, prison. I got it from Jodie Foster, and she wrote me a letter about, and this was years after Chaplin had come out, about how that was still so relevant, Chaplin's life, the precision, the dedication, the what he had to do to be who he was in the epoch that he was such an innovator in, and such literally a genius. You can't not believe that Charlie Chaplin was a genius. But Jodie wrote me this letter basically reminding me that I had already gone through the motions of understanding what kind of personality would persevere in what is essentially the same hostile environment it was when he started, with the same new versions of Red Scares and public turning against and for you, and personal proclivities becoming public and almost damning you. So
He went through all of that as well.
In his own way, sure.
Right. Yeah.
So that was a whole other thing, was remembering like, oh yeah, what really sucks is when you live the lesson through the experience of shooting, in this case it was a biopic.
Yeah.
All the good stuff, and then some of the downsides, some of the pitfalls, things TBA, to be avoided. And then you blindly go and disregard all that data. Because for me, best case scenario is anytime I get onto a set, hopefully it's entertaining, it's fun. Much more importantly, hopefully I'm deepening my understanding of the human experience by the privilege of being able to play.
Yes.
And that means that, even though it rarely occurs, that means my life experience after that moment should reflect those lessons learned.
Well, ideally, but you're
Yeah.
still in your 20s.
You're right. So when things finally started catching up with me being able to learn, implement, and not, as my dad always says, kid, make no mistakes. Once I was able to make new mistakes, which was in my late 30s, completely different ballgame.